Hello and welcome to the tavern. My name's Jay, back with more Pokemon Champions. I am lifting up one of my rules, so I'm basically going with this, right? One of the rules I have is this is like mandatory. It's gonna be like a whole channel thing until we can do it. Um, a rabbit team. There are only 4 rabbits in the game as of currently. So we are going with Azumarill, Lopunny, Diggersby, Aldino. Those are the 4 rabbits. The rule of rodents is being lifted because, quite frankly, the amount of rodents in the game just aren't that much and are better served elsewhere. Basically, until more Pokemon come out, I can't realistically do much. So right now, I swapped out Raichu for Roserade. Realistically, being that I need a special attacker, I want at least a few special attackers that can actually do something. So Typhlosion, Roserade fills that gap. Both being my special attacker, and both doing something that plays into what I needed to do. So Lopunny, I'm debating on switching Triple Axle, but I need something that deals with Aerodactyl. I need to find out all of Aerodactyl's weaknesses. I know Ice is one of them, which is why Lopunny has the Triple Axle. But I don't know all of Aerodactyl's weaknesses. I can look it up. It'll be very simple. But this is the basic premise, right? So Roserade with Sludge Bomb, Energy Ball, just to be able to deal with basically any water types, like water, rock, ground, whatever else is like weak to grass. Basically, Basculesian that's gotta watch out for last respects, which is why I had to pair it with Mega Lopunny with Fake Out. I will switch Roserade and Typhlosion depending on what I see. I'm trying to look for other grass fire types to work well with Azumarill and like basically a grass fire water core, while keeping my other 3 rabbits more in line with everything else. Typhlosion has been working great so far because I do want a ghost type that in case Sneaslers come out, but it can also work well into Basculesian with the Focus Sash, just so like I can get the burn in there. Other than that, I may just take off Protect on it, probably give Protect to, I don't know actually. Because I do have like the Focus Sash, I want to be able to just like be able to do something. But I don't think I want to give Typhlosion a Ghost type move just to handle certain Pokemon. I do only have one Fake Out user at this point, but honestly, at some point, I think I may take Fake Out off because Lopunny is something I'm gonna keep on the field. But this is the team I'm working with. The only 2 slots open for interpretation, swap in and out, would be Roserade and Typhlosion. I am looking into like other fire types, maybe other types in general, and see what can work and what can't work. Now I know Sinistcha is a Pokemon that can work, it being Ghost and Grass, being able to deal with certain Pokemon as well, and just it being a nuisance. I don't want to go that route. Could help. Don't want to go that route. If nothing else, Aldino fills that role just fine. And I did change Aldino's move to Hyper Voice and gave it Skill Swap. The reason for Skill Swap is because there are Pokemon like Sylveon and the like that if I can take away Pixelate, then I can have all of those be like a much greater threat. But also, if I could just take away other abilities, entrainment would be good, just to get every other Pokemon healer. But I like skill swap better because if I can take their skills or their abilities, I can make better use of it. Diggersby. Azumarill hasn't changed much. I'm debating like other moves, but Belly Drum Aqua Jet is just too good. And pair it with Audino. Honestly, I'm thinking of like giving a third Pokemon over to like Audino's side for the Trick Room. But I have no idea who besides Torkoal. And at that point, I don't think I want that. That being said, I am going to start basically experimenting with the Typhlosion Roserade slots to see what I can do. For now, let's see what this team can do. And if I need to swap in and out. If you have any ideas that aren't just like meta Pokemon that I can use, do let me know. So sit down, relax, grab something to eat, grab something to drink, watch the big screen. Give me, like, throw in some Pokemon that you think will work with the other four, and maybe some moves, some moves I can change out to better set everything up. That being said, let's go right into it. I think I'm good with this, right? I don't know what other item to give Roserade as well. I know it's not fast, but it is something that it is something that I can possibly use to deal with the things, right? Okay, so what do we have? Okay. So the Sylveon becomes an issue. The Chandelure become an issue. Okay, so with their team, I can set up an Azumarill with the Lopunny lead. Lopunny fakes out into whatever slot and then lets Azumarill set up. Roserade is not a Pokemon I bring into this. I could bring in Audino and just like Mega Evolve the Audino and have it do something. Typhlosion wouldn't be... I think we can do that. But I don't know what set the Dragonite is, if it's special or physical. Chandelure, I'm not too worried about. It's a high special attacker, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm playing Sylveon. Okay. So I know exactly what I need to be doing. So we can Belly Drum here. We can Fake Out here. We're not gonna Mega Evolve because they can both just wreck my shit. But I should be fast enough where my Fake Out comes out first. Now, if it does Quick Guard, then I'm kind of fucked. It is Talonflame, it could have Quick Guard. From there, I kind of just swap out Lopunny for, like, let's say, Audino. Yeah, pretty solid damage. And this is why I didn't Mega Evolve. This is exactly why I didn't Mega Evolve. Because if I Mega Evolved, I would have died. So, now we'll play rough over here. We can switch out into Digger's Beat, actually. Yeah, well, because I'm going to assume you either protect or you quick guard. Because I do damage, one of two things happens. Tailwind. I was not expecting that one. But that's fine. That's not fine. I was not expecting Hyper Boost. Okay. I think we'll do this then. We'll just Rock Slide here because Talonflame is probably going to do something else. I don't need the Mega Lopunny. I'm going to need the Mega Auto. We're taking Pixelate while it can't do anything. It doesn't have any items because obviously the acrobatic. I take away the Pixelate, it no longer has that power. Thank you. And now I have the Pixelate power. Even though you have Tailwind, you no longer have Pixelate, and even if you swap out Sylveon for something else, you have to wait for something to actually do anything. And now I have a way of dealing with Dragonite. So I can Hyper Voice here. We're stuck using Rock Slide. You have Tailwind up. I could Trick Room actually, but I think this would be better. Because Sylveon no longer has the power it has. That's fine. Okay. That Mystical Cry actually is not that fine. Now that I think about it. Hyper Voice. We can fake out the Dragonite? Question mark? Let's fake out the Sylveon. Fake out the Sylveon. I might have to set up a Trick Room at some point. No more Tailwind. Doesn't matter. I'm slow as shit. I might have to just set up a Trick Room. Yeah, you're down 2 Pokemon. You're on your last 2 Pokemon. Actually, I think setting up a Trick Room might be bad. Until I can take out Dragonite. Tyranitar. Okay. So I think we'll just keep up with the hyper voices. I don't think I lived this. Okay. 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 Maybe. We can trick room. Because if it's only rock slide, like, this is like the big thing, right? If it's only rock slide, it probably has knockoff, but it's not going to do a lot of damage because it's not knocking off an item. There's a, I think the sandstorm kills me, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. I almost had it. Almost had it. I just didn't predict that, my thought was this is my thought process, right? Quick guard on the Talonflame. I don't know if it always has it. So like, if I had done Aqua Jet much earlier, I would have had a better chance at actually dealing with it. And that's the thing, right? If I knew about Quick Guard. If only I knew about the Quick Guard. Okay. What can I do here? Let's see here. Typhlosion start is not good. Can be helpful. This might be a Mega Lopunny game. So like we can do Lopunny, Azumarill, Typhlosion, Roserade. I just realized I have no like actual support Pokemon, and I just have Pokemon with supporting moves. Actually, my support Pokemon is gonna be Audino. Palucha, Snorlax. Okay. All right. So pick up the Halucha. I already see. I see what you want to do. You know, I didn't think this was a team that wanted to like one hit kill. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Perfect. Perfect. Because you want entrainment so bad that you forgot about this. Everybody always forgets the Azumarill. Like, you allowed me a free setup. You know what? I love that play so much. Do it again. Do it again. I love that play so much. Do it again. This is why I love Encore. So don't attack into yeah, this is why you never one trick something. Because once people realize, and people make videos, once people realize like this is the strategy, this is probably like my fault as well. So like a degree of like how I play. anytime things that are on the internet, is like people will watch it, people will find a way to beat it. But yeah, like eggs in one basket. This is why I think Wolfie, when he put out that team, he had a backup plan. Okay. So, how do I do this? Who's the threat? Okay, actually, so we can do Azumarill Lopunny again, because just faking something out is always gonna be good. We can do a Rose Rage for the Palafin. Typhlosion doesn't have a move to do anything. You do, but I don't think I want you. Question mark? No, we do Diggersby. So if I'm allowed setup, depending on what comes out, right? If I'm allowed setup, if I see a Espathra, then I know it's going for Protect first. Alcremie, Espathra. Okay, so I'm glad I went with this. This is fine. So Azumarill is Belly Drum. Mega Lopunny is Fake Out over here because Espathra is going for Protect. Because it wants a speed boost to then Baton Pass into whatever after maybe a Calm Mind. No Protect. Bold. Special defense drop, huh? Okay. Alright. So, what do we do? What do we do? Am I worried about the Alcremie? I can do Aqua Jet to Espathra. I can do Triple Axle into the Alcremie. It lives. Okay. Okay, so I'm losing both of my Pokemon. That much is certain. Oh, critical hit. I think that... Actually, that would not have mattered. Decorate? Okay. I don't have a Pokemon that can outspeed that anymore. Okay. Okay. What would you have in the back? That is going to be the question. What would you have in the back that you want that speed boost for? We'll Cotton Spore here. Switch out you for Diggersby. The Lumina Crash might actually do something to me. This is fine. This is actually fine. Okay. We'll do this again. And then we do possibly a Rock Slide. Okay, hold up. What would be in the back? What is the one Pokemon in the back? Rock Slide will kill Charizard. It will take off Cerulege, and the only thing I would have to be worried about is I'm gonna double into this slot, but I'm also gonna Rock Slide. Because whatever comes out is taking a ton of damage. Charizard. Okay. Oh my god. The Charizard. You missed the Charizard? Of all things you can miss, you missed the Charizard. Oh, I am upset. I'm upset. Of all the things you can miss, you missed the fucking Charizard. And there goes the Cerulege. Okay. Protect here. Rock Slide here. Heat Wave, Bitter Blade. Heat Wave kills Diggerbee because it's what? Powered up? Okay, so you did that to Charizard. Pain. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't win. Like, this is one of those things that I don't fucking win. Because, like, they're both faster. Both have high special attack stats. Both are just gonna murder my Pokemon. All because I missed fucking twice. Missed fucking twice. Rose ready to avoid the attack. Not the one Pokemon I needed to avoid the attack. The one that's... This is why, like, okay, like, fuck this game, okay? The fact that I missed crucial targets, 90%, right? It's a 90% move, but I have a double miss. That irritates me. Like, I could have won. I made the perfect fucking predictions. At least at one turn, a good prediction. Double into that slot, right? If it's Tyranitar, it dies. If it's Charizard, it can die. The fact that I missed both of my moves really rubbed me the wrong fucking way. And I fucking hate it. Honestly, that really just like left a bitter taste in my mouth. Okay, what am I doing here? Bring in Diggersby, Rose Raid. Actually, Alden or Diggersby. Rose Raid. Azuma. I'm thinking of really just taking out Typhlosion. Because I have no idea what I'm going to use it for. Garchomp Frozen. Okay. I worked that. So... Mega Ball, Trick Room. You're probably doing a water attack here, so we can do. Actually, we can actually bring in Rose Raid. Actually, yeah, let's bring in Rose Raid. Because a water attack on Rose Raid won't do much. I have access to be able to knock out potentially both Pokemon. Not suffer any recoil from rough skin. The Will-O-Wisp doesn't matter. Here comes the Trick Room. The burn was cured. Leftovers. Oh, and you know what? This is fantastic. Protect here. Garchomp protects because yes. What about? And now Earthquake is offline. Earthquake is offline. Oh, I love it. Earthquake being offline does so much. So now we can actually bring, why don't we Energy Ball the, even though you put up, Light Screen, I can still work with this. Because now, what do you have left that you can do? Because yeah, you don't have the Levitate anymore. And then I can just swap Levitate over to Rose Raid. Okay. I thought about it. I thought about taking Prankster. Why do you want to keep it with Energy Ball? I don't understand that one. Why would you want to keep it with Energy Ball? Okay. Well, it's not like anything else for actually matters, right? So like we can do that. We can do Gunk Shot, or I can do U-Turn. I think Gunk Shot might be the better play here. Because even if you Tailwind, Garchomp is poison. The Encore, like, okay, Rose Raid did put in work. The poison point really did something. Because the Garchomp, I'm no longer truly afraid of. Send out Rotom. Only for Rotom to like because I'm not really attacking. And then Rotom just takes a gunk shot to the face. So like now you're down a Pokemon, your other Pokemon's poisoned. And you're no longer free of doing exactly what you need to do. And then even if you bring out Whimsicott, Charizard. Okay. Actually, yeah, we'll go with a Life Dew here. Switch out into a Zoomer. Because Aldino still has Levitate. So even if you do Earthquake, Aldino still has Levitate. The question is, am I going to be able to live any of this? So the biggest thing is I'm not doing Trick Room because yes, you're setting up Sun. A Zoomer can survive a boosted up Heat Wave, but can it also survive an Earthquake? I doubt it. Aldino can, but Rock Slide. Better actually. A Weather Ball. Okay. Which means this went better than I actually expected. So, I doubt I'm doing damage to Charizard, but I can do a Hyper Voice here. I can protect here. Garchomp goes down. Hyper Voice here, Garchomp will go down because Charizard is most likely going for Solar Beam. Do I flinch? Heat Wave. Okay, so it wasn't a Solar Beam, it was a Heat Wave. Still. I'm burned. Fuck. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to go for a Trick Room. I already did Protect, so it can Encore me. I don't want to... Actually, we'll do another Life Dew. We'll Aqua Jet into Charizard, expecting the Encore. Whimsicott used Solar Beam. Okay, that's fine. I wasn't expecting Solar Beam Whimsicott. That's actually really interesting. And I have no way of stalling out. So my best work here is actually just gonna be Rock Slide. Hope for the no Tailwind. If Tailwind comes out, I lose. Whimsicott flinch. I win if Whimsicott flinches. Okay. Did that do enough damage? That's gonna be the question. I can still lose this. I can still lose this. And that's how I lose. That is exactly how I lose. I lose to a fucking... Okay. I lose to a fucking miss. The second time I'm losing to misses. Is there nothing that I can do to mitigate this? Because I am getting tired. I am truly getting tired of missing all of my moves. A 90% hit chance, and all of a sudden it just misses completely. Again, all the predictions in the fucking world, and I'm relying on RNG on a move that's what, 90% accurate? %90 accurate, right? 90% accurate. And all of a sudden it's like it's missing far more often than it's actually hitting, and it's pissing me off. And the shitty part is I don't know what I can do to mitigate that, if at all. And I don't think I can. I don't think I can. What is your matcha gacha? Like 90% as well? And yet you can hit like everything? Heat wave is what? 90% accurate? You have it, right? No. Who has heat wave? Typhlosion has heat wave. Yeah, 90% accurate, a power of 95. And you're just telling me I just missed 90%? I think this is the... Tell me in the comments down below if this... Right now, this regulation with these items, with everything here, if it's only ever just like settled on by the fact that we have no way of raising accuracy. Like, we have no way of raising, like, boosting the accuracy of certain moves. Because the problem I'm now facing is the fact that my moves, like a lot of the really strong moves that I want to use, are not accurate. Which is why it's like half the time I want Lopunny here to have Ice Punch instead of Triple Axle. As powerful as it is, as much as it can get rid of Aerodactyl, I'd rather have it be a consistent potential one-hit kill, especially on like Aerodactyl. And I guess I need who gets access to like a strong rock move? What do you get access to? I know you get access to like Rock Slide, Stone Edge, Rock Tomb. I'm gonna have to start looking into like how I can make, because I think that's the problem with the game right now, or at least like my issue with the game is the fact that it's very inconsistent with how everything is, and there's no way of actually raising the consistency of everything. For example, gunk shot 80%. I'm gotta have rose rate for like that need. Aldino has actually been putting in work. Like the thing is like I'm not, the fault I'm finding in just team building in this regulation is the fact that everything is RNG dependent at this point. And I have no consistent way of dealing with anything. And I think that's the problem I'm having. That's one of the things I cannot like change. And I don't know what to do about it. Well, I know what to do is like pick certain moves. And I am looking into like other Pokemon with different backgrounds that I can actually take advantage of. It's just like at some point, what do I actually do? Either way, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This was just really, really upsetting. And what I hate the most is everything that is truly out of my control. The rock slides, the rock slides, the random status effects, the inaccurate moves, with no way of raising that accuracy without losing power. And yet, attacks now, moves now. Like if I were to look at Bitter Blade, probably like very accurate. I don't even know why I went to train. Like 100% accurate, 90 power, restores half damage. Even though it's a single target, the fact that it can do all of that, I know Lop when he gets one, but it's like I'm literally reducing my defense, special defense, and I'm going down in like basically a single hit. Sinistcha with Matcha Gotcha, 80 base power, hits both Pokemon, heals and burns, while having like a, I'm not gonna say a baseline, but like a high 190 special attack stat, while being able to do like a lot of that. It's almost like a lot of moves have to be updated with what it needs to do. I'm just that I'm at the point where it's like I don't know what to do with some of these Pokemon and why they were added to the game when they are not really competitive and don't actually have anything that's like worth putting on them. Is what it is. I'll hash things out. I am finding what works for me. And I just gotta, basically at some point I just gotta say, like, fuck the ghost fire type and just go with something else. Same thing with like Roserade, right? I like the poison typing on it. I can basically do Venusaur and do the same thing. It's just like Roserade high special attack stat versus what Venusaur's bulk. I've given Roserade like some bulk to be able to like live some attacks. What is like Venusaur's bulk? It goes to like what, 180 something HP, 187. It's just like there's just not a lot to choose from, and I think that's what's like upsetting. I may have to go a different like. An entirely different route. I just don't know what to really do. I'm gonna be looking for more fire types and more grass types. Because like I'm also looking into like, let's say Appleton. Get him set up for like certain things. I know this video is gonna be like an hour long, but at this point, I'm just doing like a lot of team building in my head. And I may have to figure out what I'm doing with Diggersby. And I think that's the main issue I'm having. What do I do with like a Diggersby? Like he's not an issue. Him being scarfed, him doing like what he needs to do, it's not an issue. It's just that. So like this is like the question in my head. Do I have to be worried about a Sneasler in the meta? Or can I actually swap Diggersby into something a bit more useful? And I guess that's what's going on in my head. The answer to that could just be reduce the speed, give him like an entirely different moveset. Charizard is gonna be a bitch, but I can easily just say Audino, Trick Room, Diggersby, like protect, and then next turn Rock Slide the hell out of it. Things for me to figure out. If I can find like a good fire type and maybe like a good grass type, because there might not be a lot, but I'm gonna have to start looking into that. So I do like Rose Raid. It did put in work. I'm thinking Skeledirge only because it has the ability Unaware, which means any stat changes besides speed that happens, I think it's only stat changes, not like weather changes, just becomes something of, hey, fuck off, while being a bit bulkier than Typhlosion. Like trading speed for bulk, and then that'll be that. I don't know. We'll look into this. That being said, the tablet is now closed. I shall see you later. Have a good one, everybody.